Yeah, so this is how, if you've already imported your save from a previous save, you can get a free freighter in No Man's Sky 1.5. Now see, I went to one of the vendors here and got one of the missions to deliver. Now, what you'll notice when he gives you the mission to deliver, that he'll also give you a, and it will say that in the description, that he'll give you a defense chit, which means the local ships, sentinel ships, will come to your defense. So that's a clue that you're going into an area that has conflict. And as you can see, as soon as I leave the space station here, another player had entered my game with a freighter of his own. So we're going to check that out. So basically, if you had done this mission before this update, it'll be difficult for you to find the rescue mission. But because I had done that in the previous update. But now, basically, all you need to do is get a mission, or I suppose you can even just stumble upon a freighter that's being attacked randomly, and defeat all of the pirates, or at least help defeat all of the pirates. And it should, the proceeding that you will see should happen to you. So this is really great, so you don't have to buy a freighter, because I just checked, I had looked at a freighter after patch 1.5, just before here, and it was upwards of 18 million credits, and that's just ridiculous. But it seems like after this patch, they're giving away a freighter to everyone, and whatever frigates happen to come with that freighter. I think the one I eventually get here is only one. But as you can see here, so this delivery is off world, out of this particular system, so I'm gonna have to warp there. And then for some reason it's gonna go kind of crazy on me for a second here. I'm sure they've already announced that they're going to do weekly patches and updates, so I presume that little audio errors and visual errors like this will get fixed quickly. But you'll see when I warp, whenever I warp and whenever I enter a new planet, you get that audio error there. But now I don't even see anything. Normally you're in hyperspace and you get to see what's going on. Not today, but that's all right. So when we do finally arrive, it's going to be a pretty nice system. I need to check out some of these planets. One of them's a Paradise planet class, which is technically better than the planet I'm on right now, but we'll see. But you'll see that as soon as we do finally warp into the system, it's similar to how Star Trek in Star Trek 2009, when they warp to Vulcan, and immediately in the middle of a battle, bam, here we are. So this is not part of this quest, but the likelihood that you will encounter this on the quest is high because you're going into a conflict area. So here we are, we're in this conflict, so what you want to do is just find the enemy ships and start attacking them. Now if you're like me and you bring in your save over, your ship is woefully underpowered because all of your technology from the previous updates are obsolete, and I'm still collecting stuff. But just start shooting. You'll see it says engaging attack ships, and it tells you how many. In this case there are 5. So you just shoot down as many of those as you can. And we're gonna blow this guy up here in about 3, 2, 1. There you go. Cowboy Bebop style. But here's one thing you'll want to remember. When you're shooting the attack ships, be careful not to shoot the freighter, even by mistake, because that will automatically identify you as an enemy and that will throw everything off. So just be really careful not to accidentally shoot the freighter. You see here, I'm going to stop firing and wait for that guy to get blown up otherwise, because it is not worth shooting the freighter. Alright, so basically once you finally take out the last one of them, or they get taken out, because I don't think I get the final shot here. Dangerously close to the freighter here, so I just wait for it, and yes, looks like the other sentinel ships will take him out. Ships are defeated. You'll pick up anything that the ship dropped. your shields will get recharged, and then you'll see a signal communication from this freighter itself. And here I happen to get a journey milestone. So you'll see, no matter what race it is, you'll see a message very similar to this. In this case, it's the Gek. Basically, they'll welcome you on board. So you end communications, they'll send you navigational data, which basically just means they'll put a waypoint on your HUD so you can see where to dock in the freighter. There you go. So we'll just go ahead and dock into the freighter. Nice and spacious. And then you'll just follow the on-screen icon until you get to the bridge. So you see there are these nice hallways. I mean, this is brought over from the last update too, but it just looks better thanks to the graphical improvements that they've made in 5.0. 1.50 rather, not 5.0. Right, so you'll talk to the captain. He'll tell you about how tired he is. Now, of course, because it's kind of reset all my Gek language, so we're not seeing too much of what he's saying. But basically, yep, it's going to start showing you around and then suggest that you take command. So you will inspect your freighter. This one's pretty good because I think it's got, what, 18 slots? Or 24? I think it's 24. Alright, the burden of command becomes too much. Yeah, basically it's just cruise control from here on out, because as long as you don't decline anything, yeah, oh, 26 slots. As long as you don't decline anything, you're good to go. So from here, you have a freighter. Your store point is saved, and you're good to go. Just follow everything that they tell you. Of course, you will eventually need to make a base in your freighter, for which you will need gold and silver, and I think the chromatic metal. So, in fact, you'll see later on that I actually have to leave and go and collect more silver to be able to build the base. But that's it. So go and get your free freighter in Nomad Sky.
button.